pee, sorry.
How you doing today? Hope you're doing wonderful. How the bees? How are your bees doing? How we all doing today? We hungry yet? I also realized, guys, that all the food we're making today, I wouldn't even need a stove for. Guys, I'm so hungry already. Let me see. I need to find the recipe. Laura demanded that I try that. It's a chocolate mousse with cherries. Hope you're ready for that. Okay, we're gonna start with the mousse already. We need 300 grams of chocolate. You're getting your yogurt. Oh my god, a naked man, guys, don't look. Close your eyes. Don't look. We need a cutting board. We're gonna start with the dessert first because it needs to rest a little bit. And then, guys, stop looking at my boyfriend. I see what you're doing. Also, I have for the mousse au chocolat, I'm using some glasses. So there's like yogurt that comes in like those jars, like glass jars. Those ones. And so I just put them into like warm water to just remove all the rest of the paper and like kind of sanitize it. I cooked it earlier already. Like, look, those are the yogurts that we usually buy, and they come in those glasses. So I'm gonna upcycle, and I'm gonna use those for my mousse au chocolat later. So yeah, the mousse, my friends. The recipe is not a recipe for the Thermomix, but I will do it in the Thermomix. So this is from Laura, by the way. Hi, Emilia. So let me read the recipe because I'm gonna obviously try to make it. So basically, I have to melt chocolate in milk. So first of all, I'm gonna whip the cream. We're whipping cream, boys and girls. So for the mousse, which is kind of a lot, I need 350 grams. So first we're gonna whip our heavy cream. Just need to find it. I'm gonna do that in a Thermomix. You can obviously do that with whatever the fuck you want. So for the mousse au chocolat, we're gonna use two different chocolates. I have 70% Lindt chocolate, and I have the normal cooking chocolate that I have. I think we're gonna take 100 from the extra dark one and 200 of the cooking chocolate. So we mix it up. You excited? Oh my god, I'm excited too. So we just made heavy cream into whipped cream. This is what it looks like. We're gonna put the whipped cream in the bowl and set it aside. Fuck, I love whipped cream. So there we go. Just got everything out, and we're gonna put that on the side in the fridge. For now, I'm wondering if we should Nah, we're gonna do that in a pot. The chocolate melting. Just getting out my pot, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna rinse that quick. We're gonna need that later for whipping the egg whites and stuff. So I'm just rinsing it real quick because it's gonna be combined later anyway. So it doesn't really matter. There we go. So now chocolate, 300 grams. Just gonna weigh it on here. Nap, hello. Sorry. Everyone can cook with a brain, even dark. Obviously, I mean, cooking is literally just you following instructions. If you can't cook, if you can cook, cooking is just like you know what you're doing. It's just a feeling, I guess. Like the more often you cook, the easier it gets because you know what you're doing, if that makes sense. So I'm just weighing my chocolate in. So we put 300 grams of chocolate. By the way, I've never made this recipe. I got it from Laura. Salty Laura, aka Anime Voice Laura. It's her fault that we're making this today. I'm guessing this is gonna be 20 grams. Na. Maybe not. A little bit more. Hi, Yuna. Thank you for being here. So we got our chocolate. And I'm just gonna make it a little bit smaller. Then we're gonna put the chocolate in here. And you basically just melt the chocolate and the milk then. I'm just cutting it smaller so it's melting faster, obviously. More chocolate, please. Maybe we can put more in it if you want. But I think we're pretty fine because I took the really dark chocolate as well to mix in and didn't only take the cooking chocolate. I wanted to have a little bit more of a richer taste. It's so hot in my kitchen already. I already regret the cooking stream a little bit because it's so warm. But then again, man, it's food, right? So food is gonna reward us. How much milk? Chocolate. How much milk? 80 mil. 80 mil. That's not a lot. Let me see. Thank you so much, guys. And what are we cooking? It says in the title, my friend, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. We're making beer butt chicken and mousse au chocolat with a cherry sauce on top. Okay. So now I'm gonna put this in the. It's just chocolate and milk. I'm gonna put that to melt. I'm not gonna put it too high because I obviously don't wanna. I don't wanna burn the chocolate. Some chocolate on here. Yuna, are you fine there? Just chilling. Okay. Let me read what else we need to do. In the meanwhile, we need to do the egg white with sugar. Okay. So how many egg whites was it? 2 egg whites. And for the yolks, I'm gonna give the yolks to my dog later. Okay, so the egg whites I give straight into the Thermomix. There we go. So putting the eggshells into the bin. Again, the yolks I'm gonna use to feed my dog with. I'm not gonna throw those away. So, and for the egg whites, what we're gonna do with the egg whites? Scales. So what was it? 80 grams of sugar? Thank you. No, 30 grams of sugar. So I'm just whipping that up in there. 30 grams of sugar. There we go. We put the lid on it. Now we're gonna get it whipped. Oh, okay. We actually need the egg yolks. Okay, our chocolate starts bubbling already, which is good. I'm gonna mix that. That is perfect. Can turn it even down already a little bit. I'm gonna show you. Look, chocolate is melting already. That is the only thing I'm making on the stove today, so I didn't put an overhead camera because I was a little bit too lazy to do that just for this small thing, right? So we have our chocolate melted and incorporated the milk. So I'm just gonna let that cool down. And take a look at our egg whites. They're looking great. Amazing. I'm just gonna put the pot on the side so the chocolate doesn't burn. Okay, so we have the egg whites whipped up with some sugar to a cream. So I'm putting this in here. Need to combine that in a little bit. Now we need to whip up our yolks actually with more sugar and warm the whole thing up while doing so. I'm gonna put that in the fridge in the meanwhile. Don't want to have them outside. It's still for a mousse au chocolat, by the way. Cute pussy you got there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's see. We need to warm that up a little bit to like 40-ish. Then we need the scales. So how much was it? Because there's more sugar that comes in here. 160 minus 30, 130. Okay. So now we add in here 130 grams of sugar to the yolks. That is a shit ton of sugar if you ask me. But hey. And we warm it up while doing it. If you don't have a Thermomix, you can make that in a water bath. Like put a bowl into boiling water and do that in there, right? So I'm just gonna warm it up in here. And whisk it while doing this. So I'm gonna put like 3 minutes. What is happening? Troca, hello! Yeah, she's guarding the chat. She's cute. Okay, and now, once this is getting creamy, like I'm gonna let it get creamy a little bit. For like 2 to 3 minutes. Warm it up, and I'm gonna mix in the chocolate with the egg yolks. Just gonna let it be warmed up a little bit. Then the chocolate comes in, and then we mix everything together. If I read that correct. So I'm gonna give this 1 minute more. Then we start adding the chocolate. When we add the chocolate, we let it completely cool down though. So I'm just gonna let it be warm for like 1 more minute. What are we drinking? Actually, true. We have not. Look at the good chocolate. That is just chocolate. Chocolate with milk. I don't know if you can see that, but so good. Which alcohol? I have Lillet. I have vodka. I have. I'm not sure if I think I have a cider. I think I have an elderflower cider. Should we go for an elderflower cider? I think that sounds good. What do you think, Chet? Elderflower cider? Yes, no? Lily, wildberry? I would like that too, but we're gonna start with the elderflower cider, and then we're gonna see if we want something else. I want my straw in there. Metal straw as usual, guys. Yes, thank you. Okay, now those are our yolks. And now we're gonna mix in with the yolks the chocolate, and we're gonna let it cool down like this. So we put all the chocolate in. We're not gonna lose any of this goodness, my friends. Not gonna let anything go to waste. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, just wondering in which bowl we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna do that in the big. Yeah, actually yes. We have whipped cream here, egg whites here, our glasses where it's gonna be filled in. So, give me a segundo. Okay, let's go. So, now, the mix of chocolate and yolks gonna go in first. So this is just chocolate, milk, sugar, and what else? Chocolate, egg yolks, milk, sugar? Yeah. And now we're gonna start mixing the cream in. We're not gonna do that with the machine because we want it to be as fluffy as possible. So we're just gonna like combine it really, really carefully so we don't fuck up the fluff part, right? So here we have chocolate. So chocolate, yolks, sugar, milk. all combined. Then we have the whipped egg whites. So we combine this first. I'm just carefully gonna mix this. Bowl I can put on the side already. Here, I'm gonna just combine this carefully. There we go. So this is what it looks like with the egg whites in. So it's already way brighter and a little bit liquidier. So now the whipped cream goes in. This is where we get the creamy form. Okay, now we mix that in. That is actually a lot of chocolate mousse. We might need more than just 4. That might be a little bit too much for those 4 forms, but it's okay. We have more glass containers. They're not all the same though, so we're gonna have some different ones. It's okay. I'm gonna bring it to my neighbors then. My neighbors gonna be happy for some. Gonna be okay with getting some mousse au chocolat, I'm guessing. Again, we want it to be the same consistency through and through. Also don't want to ruin the fluff though. So it's all about having a good like middle ground, I guess. Not ruining the fluff and not oh my god. This is so good. I'm just wondering, what do you think is the best way to put it in? Should I put it with a funnel? I should just pour it in. I think pouring it in should be fine, right? Do you think I'm gonna fail? My English is fine, you think? I don't know. Should do it with a maybe with something like this. A funnel. I think I'm gonna do it with this because the funnel like this is fine, I think. Perfect. Yeah, and we're gonna have definitely more than those 4 glasses. Let me just get some kitchen paper. And then, so this one that I made, it says it can even be in a freezer with the recipe that Laura says. I'm not sure if I want to put it in a freezer though, or if I'm just gonna put it in the fridge. So we have the first one. Actually, not that much more. Maybe 1 or 2. 1 or 2 more. Fuck. Fuck, I almost threw it. Spilled a little bit. There we go. We got 4 done. Oh my god, look at the... How did nobody... I didn't notice because I'm tattooed. I didn't notice that I have legit... Look at the chocolate. Jesus. Nobody said anything. They're literally covered in chocolate, guys. Could have told me, chat. So I'm wondering. I think I'm gonna put those 4. What do you think? Fridge or freezer? And I think the last bit of mousse, I'm just gonna put in a bowl. I think it's gonna be easier. Okay, now we're just gonna pour the rest in the bowl here. And that's just gonna be one big portion, basically. Okay, so we're gonna put those in the fridge, I guess. Look at our chocolate mousse. And then, guys, I know it's not on the menu, but I think I'm gonna make a cucumber salad. So, cucumber salad it is, guys. I'm making it. If you want it or not, I like it. Cucumber. Then we need some... Is it sour cream? I still have an open sour cream that I can use. So, and then we need the peeler. Fucking love cucumber. Cucumber is legit the best. Cucumber salad is fucking bomb, man. Just saying. We have the cucumber sliced really thin. Fucking love cucumber salad. I don't know how people cannot like it. So, sliced cucumber. Then we need garlic. Really important. So, I'm gonna just put 1 in because I don't wanna scare away all the vampires. You can put 2, you can put 3. I just have like a garlic. The garlic that I have here is really, really strong. So I don't want to overdo it. It's not a fan of garlic, I think. Then, what else do we put in? We need, really important, dill. Shit ton of dill. Fucking love dill. Then we need just a teeny tiny bit of oil. Then, really important, some white vinegar. Put quite a bit, I like it. Then, salt and pepper. A spoon to mix it. And then some sour cream here. I'm gonna put like 250 grams. It's half of this approximately. If you want your salad, for example, to not be as watery, you can like salt the cucumber and put it into a strainer, and like a lot of the water is gonna run out. First, I'm putting a shit ton of salt because I like it salty. Garlic is really good. I love garlic as well. I would use way more garlic, but Nathan is not a fan of garlic, so I can only use a little bit. So he doesn't notice that it's in there. But I can't do like the full on garlic experience. Like when it's just my mom and me eating, we are insane. Like we use so much garlic in our food. When it was just my mom and me living together, Jesus. We always use so much garlic. And the best is when you have cucumber salad, you can also put a little bit of sugar in it if you want. And the best is if you make it like the evening before and let it sit overnight. Then like tastes even better. Garlic, cucumber salad the day after is always better. Perfect. Goes into the fridge. And then I think it's gonna start, guys. I think we're gonna start with the chicken. I'm not sure if you're ready for this. Are you ready? Spanks the chicken. We're gonna need 2 different containers later. I'm gonna clean the chicken first. And then we're gonna put all the spices on it. Okay, so here we have the chicken. And my chicken, the one that I bought, comes with their intestines packed up. I'm gonna use that for my dogo. I'm not gonna use the intestines at all. So, let's see. Yep, everything is out of there. Nice. So this one, I'm just gonna wash it off because there was inside of the chicken, obviously. So the plastic is full of germs. Dry it off, and then I'm gonna put it in some foil, put it in the fridge, and then I give it to the doggo tomorrow probably. And now, when you make a chicken, guys, you want to wash your chicken, okay? Please wash your chicken. So we already can start heating up the oven. I put it on upper end, like the heat from both sides, and I'm gonna put it on like 180 degrees. And then we're gonna wash this bad boy. Don't forget to wash under the arms. Like it comes always folded. Like you can put it back behind his shoulders again, the wings after. But when you wash it, make sure that you put the little wingies out and wash it everywhere. Also, sides of the legs and on the inside of the chicken, okay? There we go. The lady has had a bath. And now what you want to do, once we're gonna season our chicken first, which is really important, we want to actually dry it off, because otherwise the spices won't stick to it. Spices we're gonna use, I'm gonna show you in a little bit. Stricken already teased it. As you know, this month's cooking streams are sponsored by Ankerkraut. If you have not seen it yet, it is a company that is making fantastic spices, really high quality. If you want to read more about them, explanation mark Ankerkraut in the chat. You also want to dry the chicken off in the inside, by the way, guys, if you washed it. So obviously should be logical, right? So and there's a code, guys, if you want to try out their spices. They're fantastic. I've been using them even before I worked with them. I have a shit ton of their spices. I love them. I use them every time I cook. And with the code free rage, with your order, you get one random free spice with it if you use it. So if you would like to try them, feel free. I can guarantee you're gonna love them. And yeah, now we're gonna go with season our chicken. First of all, while you gonna season your chicken, you're also gonna let the wings still be floppy. And yeah, we're gonna use the following spices. I'm gonna show you. You can obviously make your own mixture if you would like, but they have their own Brathähnchengewürz, which is basically a grilled chicken spice. As you can see, I've been using it already. I love it. That is amazing if you just make like some geschnitzeltes, just like some meat or a chicken breast. It's a really, really good spice. And because I like it really spicy, I think I'm gonna use some of their rubs with it. They have the Bang Boom Bang. They have like grill rubs. This is really spicy, so I'm gonna kind of mix the both of them. I think I'm gonna use this lid here to do that, so it's not gonna fall around. So the excess spice is gonna stay in there. So first I'm gonna do the spicy one. Also, don't forget, you wanna put the spices on both sides and on the inside. You can obviously make your own mixes. I really like that mix. If you don't have a pre-made spice rub, I would usually use something like obviously the classic salt, pepper. I would use some garlic, probably garlic powder, some paprika powder. What else? Yeah, probably some chili, like some chipotle chili or something like that. And again, important. Really put some spices on the inside of your chicken too, okay? So, and put the spicy rub in there first. This. And then you just mix it around on the inside. Try to get it everywhere. We also gonna make a little glaze for it later, because we want it to be spicy and crunchy on the outside. Like in the beginning, I will bake it in the oven without any oil on it. The oil I'm gonna add later on it. I'm gonna make like a little glaze of like oil, tomato, like maybe some barbecue things, so like honey, ketchup, oil, some spices. So this is gonna be the chicken. And now we come to the part that you've all been waiting for. what is gonna happen to the chicken. You read the title? Okay. So this is the plan. If you make the chicken with the beer can, make sure you have like saucepan or something underneath, because there's gonna be liquids coming out. Okay. We're gonna use some Otterkringer. Also, I wanna put the beer on the side. We could actually use the beer that we're gonna pour out for a marinade later. So this is a beer can. You don't wanna put the full beer in. You approximately should take out between a third and half of the beer. Okay, this is how we're gonna let it. And now comes the thing, why it's called beer butt chicken. Can you imagine what we're gonna do? And now it's gonna happen, guys. I hope it's gonna fit. I'm not sure if it's gonna fit. Oh no. Maybe we're gonna, oh no, it fits. I think it fits. Maybe we're gonna use the smaller beer. Maybe I'm gonna have to cut it open a little bit. Wondering if I should take the smaller beer. I have a smaller beer as well in case this one is too big. I'm wondering if I should open up the the can a little bit. There we go. Now we're sitting. Now we're talking. We have our little hands. Like, you don't let them flap down like this. You put them behind like this. So this is how the chicken should sit. Top closed. And that's how we're gonna put our chicken in the oven. Okay. And again, through the beer can, beer's getting warm. It's gonna steam. There's gonna be steam that's gonna be blown off, guys. And they're gonna keep the chicken really moist on the inside. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put some lemon in the marinade later. But the first, like, let's say 30 minutes or so, I'm gonna let it without any oil on top. I just want the skin to get a little crispy. So we're gonna put it in now in the oven, and then we're gonna see how long it's gonna take, but I'm wondering, do I need to put it all the way on the bottom? I think it's gonna need like an hour approximately. So we're gonna put it in. Going in? Yes, looking good. That's the chicken. Bye, chicken. 180 degrees. We can actually use the beer for the marinade later. I think I'm gonna put make my marinade in here because here I have some spices already. So we can do that now already, I guess. So I'm gonna make some kind of like glaze, or actually no, that's gonna be from the surface too big. I'm gonna need too much for that. Actually, gonna make the marinade in here. I'm gonna use some of the same chicken spice that I used earlier. I'm also gonna use some of the spicy rub, the bang boom bang. Again, code free rage, you get a free spice with your order. Then we're gonna put some oil in, so it's gonna be crispy later for the rub. And then later we're gonna add some warm honey with it. So this is it. And we can also put, for example, a little bit of beer in it. So this is gonna be the glaze that we're gonna put on, and later I'm gonna put a little bit of honey in it too. This is so the chicken is gonna be crispy later. I'm not a beer drinker, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for now. And now, guys, obviously, we need a side, right? We cannot, I'm gonna put that on the side here as well. We obviously can't just eat a chicken by itself, right? We need the side dish. We're gonna make a side. Now the thing is, what are we... Now, side dish. Nicholas has a chance, exactly. I was thinking something with potatoes. So, what kind of potatoes do you want? Potato wedges? Or do you want like steak fries, normal fries? What do you think, guys? Just gonna wash the potatoes real quick. We're making steak fries. Making fries. I'm making steak fries though, so I'm letting the skin on. Just so you know. Like, they're not super even, but I don't really care about that. Handmade with skin on. I really like that. I don't know if you're like into that kind of like rustical kind of taste, but I'm into that. Boil some water then in the meanwhile already. Thick boy fries. Oopsie. There we go. Nice. Every time somebody says noise, it reminds me of Zazu. So I'm gonna put those into the water. I have an induction stove. It's already boiling, or at least really hot. Okay, let me see. For the what is it called? For the chocolate mousse, Laura also sent me that there should come like a cherry cream with it to top it off. So like you would cook the cherries with sugar, put a little bit of tea in it if you want, fruit tea. Then you put some starch in it. Okay, that we can do straight before we eat it. I swear to God, so hungry. So I'm gonna strain the potatoes now. So I'm gonna let the potatoes just like cool off and let all the water like get off. So I'm gonna just let it hang there for like 5 to 10 minutes in a strainer over the warm pot so they dry off. And then we're gonna put them in here. Then we're gonna put all the good stuff in, the spices, the oil. So they're gonna turn out great. Okay, so here we have the potatoes. We pre-cooked them because Chad wanted to. Those fries, so they're just pre-cooked. We have it with skin on, so it's kind of like steak fry kind of thing. And then I'm gonna tell you my secret. Don't tell anybody, guys, okay? Where is it? Where is it? There. I'm gonna give you my secret mix for fries, okay? They're still really hot. But I'm gonna give you the secret. XD. So, okay, I'm gonna tell you my secret. So first of all, steak fries, okay? My secret is they have like a smoke salt. It's really smoky, so you cannot use too much of it, right? Because it's really, really strong when it comes to like the smoke taste. But I always just put a little bit of that on the fries. Then, obviously, we put normal salt. Normal salt. Then, that's my favorite. I think that is by far my favorite spice. I think I'm gonna get the big one of that. Roasted garlic. I really love that. I also like that on my fries. Like, I like my fries when they're a little bit like garlicky. There's also like some onion in there, so I like that. Then we're gonna put some pepper. I also gonna put some chipotle. Actually, I'm not gonna put the chipotle salt on it because I have so much salt in there already. So I'm gonna just take the chipotle chilies, and as you can see, can you see how much I used of that? That's really spicy, by the way. I'm gonna put some of the chilies on there as well to make them a little bit fiery. And this is gonna be for now how I'm gonna flavor my fries. And then obviously we're also gonna need some oil because we're gonna make them in the oven. So we're gonna drizzle some oil over it. There we go. And then, because I don't want everything sticking on my hands, I'm just gonna take out a glove. It might be really hot actually, I might burn my hands, but hey. And then what I'm doing, okay, it's actually not that hot anymore. And again, we like pre-cook the fries because they get crunchier that way. They get like soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside. And now just mix it so like all the spices get on all the pieces. And while they're cooking, like obviously as you can see, they're like layered. I have a really small pan here. So they're not gonna get super crunchy. They're gonna be crunchy on top. So I'm thinking of spreading them on the baking sheet around the chicken. I think that's what I'm gonna do because then they're gonna get crispier. See, I made a little bit too much, but it's fine. Like I don't need them all to be super crunchy. But obviously if you want them to be extremely crunchy, you could put like a second baking tray on, put it above the chicken. So here, earlier, we put some oil. The spices, they soaked up the oil and we put a little bit of beer in it. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna warm up some honey. So I really like to have honey in my glazes. So I have some Corinthian honey. I think I'm gonna put like 2 spoons of honey. Yeah, like this. A little bit of oil. And for it to be a little bit more liquidy to glaze the chicken. So that's the first half an hour done for the chicken. I'm gonna put another half an hour, and then after an hour, the chicken should be technically done, but we're gonna see depending on the skin of it and stuff. So with like the times for, that was beer by the way, for the cooking times for the fries and stuff, I always do that by just looking. Like I don't have fixed times, so I can tell you leave it in like this. But I guess the depending on temperature, I have everything on 180 degrees right now. I think it's gonna be like half an hour, so I'm gonna try it. Fantastic. If you want it to be a little bit thicker, you could put like, for example, if you want it to be a little bit more like a barbecue-y flavor, I have one open here. You can put some tomato paste in it or even some ketchup if you don't have tomato paste. I'm going to put a little bit of that in so it's a little bit more, I don't know how to say it, like a little richer, the glaze. So that I'm not going to have some clumps, I'm going to take my whisk. Also, I'm sorry if you hear Nathan screaming in the background. My boyfriend is a professional CSGO player and he has a match right now. And whenever he has a match, it's pretty loud. Now it's like a nice consistency. Let me try again. Yes, it's rich, it's sweet, tastes amazing. So how am I applying the glaze? You can either just do it with a normal like spoon and spoon it on, but I have like this silicone kind of brush, so I'm just gonna brush it on the chicken. Let's glaze this bitch up, and you can like basically glaze it as much as you want or as often as you want. It's depending if you want it like really crunchy or do you want to just be really like rich and flavorful. There we go, we have our glaze on. Looking fan-fucking-tastic, guys. Now we're gonna close it up and let it be in there. Glaze we can let on the side for now. And that's it. Now we wait. Now guys, question. Laura wants us to make a really good glaze for our mousse au chocolat, which is gonna be like a cherry one. So we're gonna work on this one next. Okay, now we're making, those are cherries. Making a cherry sauce. Yeah. I made it. I took the unsugared ones because we're gonna sugar them in the sauce that we're making. Let's see, I think they're without seeds. Yep, they should be without it. Let's see. Let me try them. But they're not the sour ones. Okay, they're good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cook them in their own juice. It says we could make it with fruit tea, but I kind of don't want to. I want to, but I don't have a tea that matches cherries at the moment. So I was thinking about mixing it in with like the apple crumble tea I have, but I think it doesn't go too well. I think. Rhubarb? Yeah, I don't have one. I think I don't have any. Let me see. The Nawa's recipe. What does it say to mix with it? I think there was sugar to put into it because like okay, vanilla sugar, normal sugar, and a little bit of starch so it gets like thickened. Where's my vanilla sugar? 1 pack of vanilla sugar. Put it to a boil. If I would have known that I'd do so much on the stove, I would have fucking put the overhead cam. I'm sorry guys, I'm a pleb. And then a little bit more sugar. It says like over 100 grams, I think. So I'm not gonna put too much in. Just gonna put a little bit and then taste it and see if it needs more. Then we're gonna let it boil first, and then I'm gonna put some starch in so it thickens up. Chicken is starting to look really good actually. You're right. It still looks a little bit moist, so I don't even think I'm gonna glaze it another time. Because we want the skin to be crunchy. So I think that was actually already the last glaze. I don't think we're gonna glaze it again. Because if we glaze it again, it needs to be in for so long to have the crunchy skin, you know? It smells so good. You know what? Let me get the cornstarch out already. Cornstarch for our cherries. We're gonna see. Nom, nom, nom. There we go. So I'm just putting a little bit of starch in. So we make it like more a sauce. The cherry sauce, right? So we're gonna see how much starch we need. Just need to boil. Let's see if our cherries are thickening yet. Need to boil. I really like the vanilla with it though. It smells really good. I'm gonna see how much more starch we need. Sugar was just fine, I think. Okay, I think this is the moment I'm gonna take the chicken out of the oven now. I'm gonna put it here to rest a little bit. And then while the chicken rests, we're gonna put the potatoes up to make them crunchy. Ooh, look at this. Looks fucking fantastic. I really hope that I won't burn myself now. And that the chicken won't fall over. Ah, look at this. Look at this beauty. Oh, we have 2 fries sticking on here. Ooh, chicken almost fell. So, let me do the following thing. So now we're gonna spread our fries a little bit. There we go. So they can crunch up a little bit. And we're gonna take them. And we're gonna put them higher. Up here. And crank the heat up so they get a little bit crunchy. Not too much to burn them, obviously. And now, I'm just wondering how I'm taking it off and if there's like pressure in it. So I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do that. How are you getting the chicken off though? is the question. If I just pull it off, does the can fall out? Oh yes, that was actually easier than I thought. Perfect. Ooh, yes. Mm. Look at it. Look at it. Fantastic. The fries are looking good as well. Oh, is the beer can stuck? A second. How the fuck is the beer can stuck? Oh yeah, it was stuck. Also, the sauce that's in there, keep that. That is really good. So I'm wondering, usually you take like the kitchen scissors to cut the chicken. So we're gonna do that. Can obviously also do that with the knife. I'm just doing the lazy way. Oh yes. Fantastic. Woo! Oh my god. Yes. Oh, wait. I don't know how I should show you how juicy the chicken is. But it is literally like when I touch the chicken breast, there's moisture coming out of it. Fan fucking tastic. I don't know why I always say fan fucking tastic, by the way. I'm sorry for that. And then the second half is for Nathan. Look at it. Look at it. It looks fantastic. So half of the chicken is for Nathan later. I'm gonna set that one aside. Actually, I'm not sure which one is Nathan gonna eat. Oh my god, look at the moisture that's coming out of the chicken. Do you see this? This is how... Jesus, that is amazing, actually. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on some of my cucumber salad. Because, man, I like cucumber salad. Okay, I'm gonna take some fries out. Look at those fries, guys. And now, guys, we're gonna eat. I'm just gonna put some of the cucumber salad on. There we go. Guys, are we ready? I'm gonna show it to you in a close-up as well. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, yes. 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 Now we eat, and then after we have the main dish here, we're gonna have some... Oops. Oh, they're so soft on the inside because we cooked them before. It's perfect. Oh my god, those fries. Halo Infinite confirmed for PC. Cool. I never played Halo. I have to admit that. Please don't hate me, chat. Oh my god. That chicken is insane. You know how like sometimes when you make like chicken in the oven, it gets like so dry? It's so moist. Like, I wish you could taste it. Like, Jesus, this is perfect. It is so good, guys. I swear. And like the skin is crunchy. The inside is super moist. Whoever had that idea who has the idea to cook a chicken on a beer can? Oh my god. This looks like a freaking battlefield. Are we ready for the mousse? I have no idea how I should put it that it looks nice. I'm so bad at presenting food. I think I'm gonna do it with like... Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ, this is so good. Now we have our cherry sauce. Keep in mind, I'm not a big cherry fan. I'm just doing this for Laura. Does look nice, but I promise it looks nice. It tastes nice. I'm gonna show you. Look at this. Look at this. Mousse au chocolat with a cherry sauce. Let's put it in a cute jar. Yeah, I have the rest in a cute jar, so. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god. That dessert, oof. This might be the best mousse au chocolat ever. That was fantastic, guys. Let me tell you. If I would rate this dinner, so like the mousse with the cherries, like a 9. Do you think that's too much? A 9? I think it would have been a 10 if I would have let it in the fridge longer. Then the chicken. Chicken was delicious. For what it is, I think it was the best chicken I had so far. Because it was so moist on the inside. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave now. Thank you for hanging out, guys. Love you all.